Everything is roaring back here today. The Nasdaq is up 1.2% at the time of recording this. S&P's up 1.2. Dow Jones leading the way 1.3, and of course the Russell up 1.4%. What an interesting move to end out this Friday. Let's see if these gains can hold. By the time you get this video uploaded, you might have seen some crazy reversals. This market is crazy. The VIX actually dropping 22% in a day. I mean, this is a ginormous reversal of volatility. Let's dive into what is going on. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're doing well. And again, what a crazy move we're seeing. Bitcoin went down as far as 92,000 this morning, reversed all the way up to 97. I mean, we're just seeing some end of year volatility. This is not usual. Usually the end of the year is really boring and I have to struggle to make content. This year's been easy. I've had so many things to make content on. It's been awesome. But from a market's perspective, this volatility could either be awesome or terrible, depending on which side you're on of this move. I gotta say, for me personally, I am having a really good December. In one respect, you know, December was a really rough month for a lot of people, but I was able to stay cash heavy going into this big sell-off, meaning with the buys that I took, I'm looking pretty good right now. Now, it wouldn't be fair for me to brag about my recent performance without saying that, you know, I was really wrong about waiting so long on the sidelines for the indices. But in the end, waiting actually ended up being just a fine idea. NASDAQ, S&P 500 are bouncing back today off of the PCE numbers that came out. And if we zoom in on this little number right here, the core personal consumption expenditures number, 2.8% compared to the forecast at 2.9. What is this? Why does it matter to you? Well, it's an inflation read. And inflation was all the fear this week. And what we got out of this number was from the Fed, they were actually projecting about a 2.9% rise in prices year over year. They actually got a 2.8% read. So that's slightly better than expected. And while that may not sound like a big move, anything is better than nothing. And the market found a reason to maybe have kind of a late Santa Claus rally.
Oh my God!
We'll see if this can hold. But again, a nice pop back following the better than expected PCE. Cooling inflation is a good thing for this market, as that seems to be the number one problem for the Fed. And if the Fed gets what it wants, then so does the stock market. And it's not just stocks that are up. Take a look at gold. Nice little bounce back here. Again, falling inflation, also very good for gold, because it usually involves the dollar index coming down. And the dollar is down 0.5% today, cooling off a little bit and going a long way to help some risk assets out there, as well as gold, which is very sensitive to rate cuts. More rate cuts, good for gold. Less rate cuts, which is the fear recently, not so good for gold. Fundamentals are really, really key for the price of gold. So this bounce back, does it have any merit? Is this going to turn into a full-blown uptrend for gold? I think this is a little bit too soon to call. We had one good print, which definitely helps us to at least find a bottom in the short term, but we'll have to see where prices fall at the end of the day and this week, right? Are we back into this range-bound market? We'll have to see. I mean, but this definitely was a good start for gold bullishness to kind of come back into this chart. We'll have to see. Again, to me, I'm not really short-term bullish or bearish on gold. If anything, I actually have been leaning a little bit bearish on gold recently. I don't have any positions. I'm not short gold. I'm not looking to go long in the short term. But I do not mind if it does want to continue to come down to some lower prices. Building a longer term bullish position in my portfolio would be something I'd like to do on gold. That being said, I still think we're really choppy range bound. For gold to really get bullish, I think we need to take out these highs around 2,700. And for price to really get bearish in the short term, I think you have to break this 2,570 level. We've been really boring, really range bound in gold the last few weeks. So there's nothing really too strong for me here in terms of a conviction, bullish or bearish. Silver having a 1.4% bounce back, which is, just a small blip on this ginormous sell-off we've had recently. Let's see how prices on silver react as we do come up back into this 30.5 level. Let's see if sellers come back into this, or if we can actually truly break out and maybe start to come back up on silver. And I actually took a long position on Bitcoin today. This price pullback here, big scoop down to the lows here. This level of support, I'm really curious to see if this can hold, but I have a stop loss just below this 92,500 level. So if we can't hold support here and quickly go back into the 100K region, then I'm definitely going to look to get out of the way of Bitcoin and stop out pretty quick. That's the thing about Bitcoin. It can crash so quickly. Think about this pullback was about 15% in just a couple days, right? 15% on the stock market would be, people would be pulling their hair out, but Bitcoin is kind of used to that kind of volatility. We've seen recently a lot of pullbacks of similar, nature. 9-10% pullbacks are kind of the norm on Bitcoin. Meanwhile, look at this rally. Just as I'm watching this, or as I'm recording this video, NAS is up 1.55% on the day. That is a remarkable run in just a single day. In terms of sectors, we've got all sorts of interesting moves here, but if we actually take a look at some of the biggest winners, I'm long SMH, that's the semiconductor ETF, regional banks, real estate, software companies, the financial sector, technology sector, healthcare, XLV, this is basic materials. These are some of your biggest winners on the day. I actually have a position on XLV, so that going up today is definitely welcomed on my side. And I've been talking about XLV here recently. I think that this has gotten a little bit overextended to the downside, and I initiated a sell put position, which is essentially a bullish options trade. I'm looking for this thing to bounce, and if it doesn't, I'll buy the shares. This indicator, by the way, if you'd like access to it, send us a direct message using the first link in the description and you can purchase it from us. It's called the A1 extension zones. It's a really cool indicator, especially for those who like to trade mean reversion. And just because I've been talking about it so much here recently, let's talk about the put call ratio. It jumped into territories of fear once more, and that was my signal. I went long a whole bunch of stuff in the last day or two, which is definitely looking good. I still have some cash on the sidelines, though, again, with this put call ratio jumping up and this kind of finally coming off the bench, if you will, everybody's been so bullish. Everybody got scared. Well, that was my signal. I started to build some positions in long positions on things that I liked. I went long the NASDAQ, semiconductors, SMH, and Bitcoin. Now I do still, like I said, I have some cash positions or cash on the sidelines in case I get a chance to build positions at lower prices. But from a trading perspective, I think we could be seeing a late stage Santa Claus rally to end out what has been an exceptional year for stocks. NAS up now up 1.6% on the day. What a crazy swing. In terms of the dollar index, if we are going to be fair here, we're coming down into potentially a level of support. This thing has been just a one shot to the upside here, one directional move really for the last few months. Let's see how prices react around the 107 point, what is that? 107.3, 107.4. Yeah, right around this area here. Let's see how prices react here. If this thing just plummets through those lows, we may actually have a little bit of a cool off in the dollar index. Maybe we go back and see 106. I wouldn't be surprised. It's definitely due for a bit of a pullback. We've had just a huge move to the upside, and that is, I think, one of the reasons you can see dollar down. That is giving a lot of room to risk assets to actually move higher. Bonds also making a move higher. This is another contrarian or against the trend trade that I took here. I actually went, I sold puts on TLT, so this bounce back is definitely also welcomed in my portfolio. And because I've showed this all year, I'll show you where I am year to date in terms of my positions in my account. Obviously having a really good day today. I wish all days were like that, and some of the recent days have been the exact opposite color and the exact opposite return. So just context is I'm showing you a really good day. Not all my days look like this. We're up overall for the year, pretty good. December has become actually a very positive month for us. November was huge. October was huge. Gave back some in August and September, but overall, this is one of my most consistent and best trading years that I've actually ever had. So we'll see if we can do something similar or something decent in 2025, but it's been a really great trading year. And for those of you who have been struggling this year, I want to encourage you to do something or consider something for the end of the year. If you are not already in our Discord channel, I want to really recommend that you actually come join us. I know that paid services scare people. Nobody wants to spend any money on anything these days. I get it, but listen, If you're somebody who struggled this year, it may seriously be worth your time to come join us, see the trades that we're taking so that you actually learn something. We write up every single trade in detail. And if this is something that you're interested in, if you want to get these signals sent to your phone, to your desktop, whatever, you can come join us and we'll give you a nice discount for the holidays if you send us a direct message using the first link in the description down below. Click that link, let us know you want to join us. Just let us know that you saw the video today and that you'd like to hear about the current discount that we're running for the day, and we'll get you that information. You can come join us, see the trades we're taking. You can join and see Frank's trades, Chris Pulver's trades, Ivan's trades, my own trades. We share our trading journals. We have a chat room available. We do coaching calls, and we have an entire education section available for our members. Highly recommended that if you have some time during the holidays, you consider coming over and joining us in the group and taking your trading seriously as we go into 2025. If you're looking for a better brokerage, then stick around for a second. I'm going to tell you how you can get some free sign-up perks with great brokerages all around the world. Whether you trade FX or indices, commodities, futures, all of the above, I'm going to show you a really cool way that you can get free sign-up perks with your new account. So if you're interested in switching into a different brokerage, you can get things like deposit bonuses or free stock shares, or you can even get access to some of our products for completely free. All you have to do to find out current perks being offered to new depositors is go to a1trading.com/brokers. That's a1trading.com/brokers. And as you look at that page, you'll see all these different offerings that we've currently locked down for you guys as subscribers, as viewers. Now, of course, we get something out of this. If you choose to use these links, you'll be supporting our page. But in return for the viewers, we've got great sign-up perks available for you guys so that you get some free game just by signing up for a brokerage if you're looking to do so. So check it out on our website. You can find current deals at a1trading.com/brokers. Thanks for watching this video, and on the screen right now you'll see some other options of other videos we put together that might be helpful to you in your trading career. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.